Hey everyone, it's Danielle. If you're into National Park After Dark, you're going to be hooked on the new podcast, Crime House Daily. Hosted by self-defense instructor and victims advocate Katie Ring, Crime House Daily drops twice every weekday, covering the biggest crime stories as they happen. In the mornings, Katie gets you up to speed fast, the latest headlines, breaking twists, and where the case is headed next. In the evenings, she digs deeper into the people, the evidence, and the moments that change everything. It's smart, it's gripping, and it's made for people who live and breathe true crime. Follow Crime House Daily wherever you listen so you do not miss an episode, or watch full episodes on YouTube. Now, here's a sneak peek from one of the evening episodes going all in on the trial that shook the nation, the Karen Read trial. If you like what you hear, listen to and follow Crime House Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or click the link in this episode description.
This is Crime House.
No, police have square line. What is your emergency?
Yes, I need someone to come to 34 Fairview Road in Canton, Mass. There's a man passed out in the snow. I think he's dead. We need, you got to get here ASAP, okay?
I'm a transcend line. I'm a transcend again.
Was she framed in an elaborate cover-up involving corrupt cops? Or did she put her car in reverse in a fit of rage, hit her boyfriend, and leave him for dead? This is the story of Karen Read and why her trial captivated and divided the nation. Welcome to the very first episode of Night Watch, our nighttime segment of my new show, Crime House Daily. My name is Katie Ring, but if you're here this early, you may know me as the self-defense girl. If this is our first time meeting, hi, I'm Katie. I'm a true crime analyst, self-defense instructor, and fierce advocate for victims. If you found me from my coverage of the Karen Read trial and asked for more true crime content, this show will be your new true crime fix every morning and night. This is Crime House Daily, powered by Pave Studios. My favorite part about true crime by far is the investigation. So for this show, we wanted to lean into the investigative side of true crime. On Crime House Daily, we will be covering the cases and trials making headlines now, where justice is still in motion, arrests are still being made, and where new evidence is still coming to light. This is a Night Watch episode, our evening show that takes you even deeper into today's biggest crimes. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Crime House Daily. Tonight, we're starting from the very beginning. Join me on the Crime House couch as we go all hands on deck for Karen Read. If there was ever a personification of the phrase running around like a chicken with its head cut off, it would have been Karen Read the morning of January 29th, 2022, when she realized her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, had never returned home after their night out. Karen had fallen asleep on the couch waiting for him, but when she woke up to the realization that he had never come home, she immediately knew something was wrong. Her relationship with her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, was far from perfect, but she knew one thing beyond a shadow of a doubt. John would never leave his niece home alone. In fact, the night before, she tried to bait him with this fact to get him back home. There are two types of cops in this world. Those who are passionate about what they do, who want to make a real impact, and who join the force to genuinely serve their communities. And then there are those who join simply because it gives them power over others. John O'Keefe was the kind of cop who genuinely wanted to make a difference. His grandfather was a cop, and from a young age, he knew he wanted to follow in his footsteps and serve his community. John had been a Boston cop for 16 years. He was well respected on the force, and he was known as the kind of guy who just stepped up for his community and the people he loved. In fact, despite not having plans of ever being a father himself, John took legal guardianship of his niece and nephew after his sister and her husband passed away just months apart, taking on the role of a single father. John stepped up again after he lost one of his best friends and fellow police officers to suicide. He accepted the responsibility of becoming his son's godfather, and he was even there for the birth of the child. It was selfless acts like this that led John's girlfriend, Karen Reed, to call him the patron saint of Canton. Karen and John originally met in 2004 and dated for a few weeks, but it wasn't really anything serious, more of a fleeting romance that fizzled out when Karen got a job in Ireland and life just took them separate ways. They didn't stay in touch after they ended things, but one fateful Facebook message sent 16 years later rekindled everything. Hey, blast from the past, how's things? John sent this line to Karen in 2020, and it ended up working, and their spark reignited. Karen was also successful and very intelligent. She went to Bentley University, one of the top universities in Massachusetts. She earned both her undergrad degree and master's degree in finance. She became a financial analyst for a company called Fidelity Investments, and she taught finance at her alma mater. But, like John, Karen had faced some hardships of her own. In 2005, she was diagnosed with Crohn's disease and went through 10 surgeries in 18 months. Then, 7 years later, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Unlike their first relationship in 2004, their second relationship seemed like it might work out. And although Karen didn't plan on becoming a mom either, she loved John and the kids. Karen was able to work from home, and she started becoming a solid figure in their lives, watching them and cooking for them while John was working. But on January 28th, 2022, when Karen, John, and a group of friends decided to go out to local bars in Canton, Massachusetts, tragedy struck once again, and nothing would ever be the same. Thank you so much for listening to the start of my new show, Crime House Daily. If you want to hear what happens next, search Crime House Daily and follow wherever you listen to podcasts or subscribe to Crime House Daily on YouTube. Thank you for your support.
Follow Crime House Daily, a Crime House original now. New episodes released twice every weekday. Again, that's Crime House Daily. Click the link in this episode description to listen now or follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to podcasts.